This morning, I need you to talk to one person, and that person is Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. After what we saw on TV yesterday, you know, as I watched the COVID-19 millionaires, and once again, Dennis Okari, thank you so much. You did your nation a fantastic service yesterday, and then to the entire NTV crew, well done. As I watched it, the one thing that I kept thinking about is, for how long are we going to listen to nonsense like this and watch people get away with it? For how long? There you are, struggling to grow your biashara, pay your taxes, complying with the law. Then there are people who walked into Afia House, into KEMSA, and walked out with tenders worth billions of grossly inflated items. How long are we going to do this for? Excuse my French. For how long? Already George Bess is saying, unfortunately, Uhuru won't listen. You know what? We're going to make him listen. That's what we're going to do this morning. We're going to make him listening. We're going to make him act. Because this one we are not letting go of. We won't. We can't do this every single time, day after day, week after week, year after year. We lose a third of our GDP to corruption. That's an average of 1 trillion shillings a year. Do you know what 1 trillion shillings is? 1 trillion shillings is 1,000 billions. The hell? Oh, he's going to listen. Whether he acts or not, that'll be his decision. But we shall make it known clearly today. The hashtag is Dear Mr. President. Get tweeting. Dear Mr. President. And just give him a message. As I sort out my phone issues here, because we've got issues of audio leaking out as I record phone calls, why don't you send me a voice note on WhatsApp? My WhatsApp number is 0703 346 105. That's 0703 346 105. Just give me a quick voice note. Express what you're feeling. And send it to 0703 346 105. Save that number. That's a classic 105 WhatsApp line. Send me a voice note. Get tweeting. Hashtag is Dear Mr. President.
So, Dear Mr. President, we've moved from corruption to murder.
To?
Murder.
What is murder?
Murder case. That's milking the economy dry.
It is. Actually, it's economic murder. It's actually the kind of crimes that were documented yesterday on TV were nothing short of treasonable.
Ama hii million imekuwa ndogo. Billion. We just mentioned billions here.
You ask Kenyans, go to any bank and ask any bank how many individual Kenyans have got 1 million shillings available balance in their bank account. Then come and tell me.
1 million.
It's incredible crime. This is treasonable stuff. This is hanging, by death by hanging. This is death sentence stuff. So why don't you get tweeting at It's Maina Kageni Classic 105 Kenya. Hashtag today is Dear Mr. President. Send me that voice note. I'd love to hear from you.
Hakitena Kama is watching.
Oh, it's going to get to him. That I can guarantee you. It will get to him. What he chooses to do with the information is beyond our control. But it will get to him. Send me that voice note. 0703 346 105. Hit me up on my fan page on Facebook. Send me an SMS to 22494. Because we can't do this over and over again. No. Hey, come slowly. That's no. Hashtag is Dear Mr. President. Talk to him. Talk to him. Whether he ignores you or whether he acts upon what you're feeling, that's his choice now. But talk to him, we must. Don't forget, hashtag is Dear Mr. President. If you want to send me that voice note on WhatsApp, the number is 0703 346 105. Let's talk, huh? President. Dear hashtag is Dear Mr. President. Yesterday, what I saw on NTV was, I felt so defiled. It was crazy. Now let's talk to the president. Whether he chooses to act or not is his decision. That we cannot force that. But we are not letting this one go. No. We can't do this every year. We can't do this every time there's a problem. We didn't even audit them during the time of the locust emergency. Let that one slide. There are all these scandals that have been going on. It's not the first one at the Ministry of Health. We let it slide. Now you're sitting at home because there are movement restrictions. You can't go to work. You can't go and run your business. Legitimate businesses have been shut down effectively. Then you see the kind of figures they're stealing from KEMSA. Are we crazy? Are we mad? Talk to him. Because this one ain't sliding. Mwalimu called it economic murder. Yes, it is. It's treasonable stuff. That is stuff that they need to be sentenced to death by hanging or a firing squad. Can't do this again. No. As we continue with our morning chat, we're talking to the president. If you watched the COVID-19 Millionaires, an investigative piece by Dennis Okari and the NTV team, it would have brought you to tears. If you haven't watched it, please go to YouTube and watch it again. And then watch it again, and then sambaza that link to all your friends and your entire network and tell them to watch it and to watch it again. Because we cannot carry on like this. When you see how people have been reduced to beggars by restrictions brought about by COVID, then you see the kind of profiteering that is going on at KEMSA, at the Ministry of Health. Incredible. There are people who've not gone to work for almost 5 months. We're not even asking ourselves what their kids are eating. There are people who put their life savings into restaurants and hospitality outlets that cannot open. We have businesses that have shut down. Auctioneers have car lots full of cars and other household items that no one is buying. There is no money. No money. Then I watch you walk into KEMSA and live there with the fraudulent, what is absolute, pure, unbridled thievery. Okora. Justin Kanga is saying the investigative agencies will be like, why battle with millionaires, corruption millions, when there'll be 1 million poor folks who will commit 1 million other crimes for us to investigate. Wangoi Wabeshe is saying, can we just sell this country? Kila mtu apewe pesa yake ajipange. It's disheartening as a business person As an employee who pays tax, you look at your payslip, 30% of that money is gone. Then you see nonsense like this, you can kill someone. Dr. Muturi Wilson is saying schools closed, jobs lost, companies closed, transport messed up, everything disrupted. People are dying due to depression. Lakini the system is looting in the name of a pandemic. It's disgusting. Purity, you're saying, dear dear President Uhuru Kenyatta, we voted for you twice for the love we had for you. We stood with you in your lowest time in life. Stand with us. Fight for us. We are tired. We are heartbroken. Jeshi Tiganu, the Jeshi is not happy. Edwin Kip, you're saying, we know we're in deep trouble when Mutahi Kagwe shares his frustrations in the media briefings, trying to put on a brave face, but deep inside things are not in control. I'll give you a figure right now, 44 billion. They cannot account for 44 billion. In the last 6 months, 44 billion.
Is it possible to close the country for renovation?
Aki, we need to reboot this massive computer of a country. Cold start. Hashtag is dear Mr. President.
Wanakula hiyo pesa ya COVID-19 Maina. How shameful when amekula hii pesa. I'm talking to the one who have eaten this money. And I'm telling you, this one who is Africa kwa hizi waya za stima, you will pay it down here. Hapa chini Maina. Even if it is not, it is you. Your kids will pay. It's painful. When you see people suffering out here, people dying, people have no money, people are not going to work because of this disease. Instead of you helping them, you are eating their money. What kind of money? He doesn't have a heart. You can see people dying, and you take unakula pesa ya mask na whatever. Kwani Maina watu walipotezwa na utu ama what is happening? What is Kenya Maina? This is shame to Kenya. Na Uhuru Kenyatta is a shame on our president. I'm sorry to say that. Amelemewa na kufight corruption. Kabisa. Asijui kama ataenda those European Union meeting and stand and do it what? He should defend Kenya before he go to those meetings, because it is a shame to our country. We are done. I'm telling you, Maina, we are done. And we should not keep on talking to the president now and then. We should take it to the street. Tuwatoe kwa hizo maofisi zao. Kensa na wale wengine, those CEOs, those treasurers huko, watolewe huko. They cannot, hawezi gula pesa Maina. And I'm so mad about this thing. I watched it and I really cried. My son is going hungry there. I'm not going to work. I am fired, and these buggers are eating they are just dividing money for hoteli kubwa kubwa. Yeah? It feels so bad. I'm so mad this morning, Maina. Have a good day.
Wow. Send me that voice note on the Classic 105 number 0703 346 105. Dear Mr. President, what would you like to tell him? Let me just sample some of your voice notes.
Dear Mr. President, the judiciary is busy convicting people who have stolen because of hunger, convicting people because of petty issues, and yet the big fishes are outside there stealing and even harassing people. Nothing is being done. For how long shall we cry? For how long shall we kneel down because of our country? Nothing is happening, even to our prayers, just because the big ones have not humbled themselves. Change this country. It is under your hands. And everything that is happening doesn't matter, but you are going to be reliable and responsible for all the things that are going on in this country.
Wow.
Hello, Maina, how are you? My name is Edward Karaoke, and it's very sad that some of these things really happen in our country. It's really unfortunate. Sometimes you wonder where the leadership is, because clearly the leadership is out of touch with the real world, what everyone else is going through around now. Let the president open up the economy. People are suffering. Kenyans are suffering. He opens bars because those are people's businesses. People get their transport job businesses back, and we get on with our country. And yeah, choices have consequences. Have a good day. Salimia Kengangi.
Wow. Choices do have consequences. My WhatsApp number is 0703 346 105. Actually, just save that number as Classic 105 WhatsApp. Anytime you want to send a voice note, send a voice note. 0703 346 105.
Dear President, we are really tired. Punda imechoka na hivi visa serikali yako ya ufisadi. People are suffering, my friend. Na ulizo mbona unaendelea katika shirika la KEMSA, asija kuambia mtu ati hajui mahali hela zipo, mahali hela zimeenda. Lazima kila mtu ajibishwe. And the buck stops with you. Na kama ndakumbeza na watu, basi ngoja mapinduzi ya mwananchi. Kama itabidi tuandamane kila siku itabidi. Manake Ururuto regime, it has become just pathetic. We are sick and tired of this. You have to just but wake up. Min BH Marabo Dubai.
Asante. 0703 346 105. Keep those tweets coming through at It's Maina Kageni wa Classic 105 Kenya. 2 hashtags here, Dear Mr. President, and of course Maina and Kingangi. Boni Mateo, you're saying, when will this monster end? Every day corruption. The president is just watching. Looters pocket huge money while we suffer shame. Hear our cry, Mr. President. Hear our cry. Let's talk to him. What he chooses to do with our information is not within our control. You've got to know that. But talk we must. So we're talking about COVID-19 millionaires. If you didn't watch it on NTV yesterday, please go to YouTube and watch that documentary. Dennis Okari and the NTV team, kudos. That was some good work you did. And we need information like that. Because it is when you realize the extent of the greed some of us have. There was hardly any difference between what they were doing at EMSA than you walking into a bank and going to the strong room and walking out with 200 million shillings. There was no difference. Absolutely no difference. Treat, you're saying someone somewhere is pocketing millions and there's someone sleeping outside after their homes were demolished. Why are we this evil? Karanja, I got your message saying we are on our own. Kenyans, we are on our own. When you have a system that is only thinking of BBI and 2022 succession, that is the real pandemic. That is what's really gonna kill us. Moshi Astov, good morning. Yasin, when I recall we once held national prayers to pray for our leaders was Zifungwe Kule Hague, Naisha Nguvu. The people he prayed for have thrown the entire country under the bus. Wasted tears. Charles Main is saying it's like stealing funeral committee funds. It's sickening. Put it together. I just love the way you just make me smile even when I'm supposed to be very angry. Say, man, can we just move to Tanzania? We join Juma Jukes. In fact, their life is sweet. Umechoka na hii Kenya. Tuiuze, kila mtu apewe pesa yake. Kila mtu ajiende njia yake. Zablon Kosa is saying, Mr. President, the last respect I had is gone. The GOK should resign and we reconstitute afresh. Send me a voice note. By the way, on any issue, from now on, we'll be using this number. Send me a voice note. So save this number as a classic 105 WhatsApp number 0703 346 105. That's 0703 346 105. Hashtag Mr. President. Let's go to your voice notes.
Maina, I'm telling you, I was so angry when I saw the COVID-19 millionaires documentary yesterday by Dennis. Because this has been something that has been happening day after day, day after day. It's happening unabated. People have gone into a looting spree. And the government is blind. The president is blind. He's doing selective justice. He's going for people for political expediency. But his own friends, the closed Jubilee honchos, are not, they're not being pursued. We know they got tenders for 4 billion. But nobody will look that side. The DCI will not look that side. But should you just have an instance where you look like you're opposing the government or you have something against the Jubilee regime in power at the moment, something about corruption will come up for you. And again, I think it's time we overhaul the entire civil service, because for every 5-year period, the elections come and we change the monkeys, but the forest remain the same. The civil service, these people have created systems, they've created networks, they've done this forever, and the civil service should be relooked at. The employment terms, the contracting, the HR policy, because it is very hard to fire a civil servant as it is right now. So either they are transferred or something, and these civil servants are the ones who are stealing. So you steal, you get transferred. You get corrupt. Nothing happens to you. You just get transferred from one department to another one, or from one agent to another one. CS Kagwe is on record saying that there are people he's trying to move from the ministry, and they're looking at him as if he is nothing. If a whole cabinet secretary does not have teeth, who are we as Kenyans? That's in Nani Sasa. Yeah, the CS is complaining that there are cartels in that house, and he's the head. So the civil service should be relooked at. The employment policy of the civil service should be relooked at, so that it shall be easy to fire on the spot anyone found culpable of theft or crime or redundancy by the supervisor in government. It's time we approach government like a private company. So this COVID-19 millionaires, may God strike you, shame on you, and it's just very disappointing, Maina. Thank you.
Maina, good morning. I'm a listener from Mombasa County. I saw that clip yesterday on NTV. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. Imagine. I was just shedding tears. What the hell is going on in Kenya? Surely. Mr. President, wake up. We are putting you on notice. We are giving you 100 days. We need a total explanation on this. We can't continue like this. Surely. People are dying. Business have totally grounded. Surely. We can't continue like this. People are stealing from us. Even donations. Oh. Where are we going? This is total shame. Total shame. We need action. We need action, Mr. President. We need action. We need action. We need action, Mr. President. I'm Maina Kageni from Mombasa. Chuda. We need action, Mr. President. Act on this. Thank you, NTV. Thank you, NTV. And this thing should be aired into all radio and all television stations so that Kenyans can know what is going on. Thank you.
Good morning, Maina. This is Morgan from A-Town. I watched the COVID millionaires yesterday night, and I just wonder how messed up we are as a country. There's only one thing the president can do for us that we'll really appreciate, and that is if he dissolves the government. He should dissolve the government, send his cabinet secretaries at home, and that is the only way he can save us this mess, because it is not the first time, it is not the second time, it is not the third time that we are being in this situation, and there is nothing, absolutely nothing that he can say to promise us that things are going to be better. So the only way is to send everybody home packing. Let's have a fresh election, let's do things from scratch, and I think that will be better, other than the worst that he will be telling us, investigation committees. We have been here before, and I'm pretty sure we'll be here before if he's still in that seat. So the best thing he can do for us is go parking. Thank you.
I want you to close our discussion, and it's not until we are closing it. These are discussions that we're going to have until something is done. You know there's corruption everywhere in the world, even in America. The rule of thumb is the golden goose lays the eggs. It lays, say, 6 eggs or 7 eggs. Eat one. It's okay. Kula moja. But the country cannot buckle. The country cannot bend over and break. I was with someone about 10 minutes ago. She was asking me, sasa Kenya itawacha na watu watano, because they are killing us. We cannot even exercise our right to go and look for food for our children. Jemo Britam is saying the problem in Kenya is that the politicians walishikana. There is no opposition. All of them are together. Handshake was to make sure there is no whistleblower when corruption takes place. And the sooner Kenyans realize that, the better. Purity, you're saying a time will come and we'll take the matter into our own hands if nothing will be done. We will not be treated like foreigners in our own country. Shiramain is saying expect drama this week, but no action will be taken. What is so hard? Mr. President, you're not going for re-election. You know who these buggers are. Hang them. We shall come and help you physically. The opportunity to clean this slate is staring at you in the face, Mr. President. You can do something that can change this country forever. Set a precedent forever. You can do it. It's within your power. And that's the painful thing. Athman Mel is just asking Maina, yenyewe we are strong as Kenyans kweli. Where do we find the energy to proceed with life after what we saw from Dennis Okari yesterday? But a day is approaching. A very key day is approaching. I saw someone hold a placard yesterday that said something that I've always reiterated at every given opportunity. The day will come, and if they are listening, please listen carefully. The day will come when the poor will have nothing to eat but the rich. Martin is saying the system thing is completely draining. It makes me sick to the stomach. People driven by greed, self-centeredness, and selfishness, killing the dreams of our loved ones who we've all along promised that they are leaders of tomorrow. Now with schools closed, their tomorrow is uncertain. The only option we'll have left is to continue dancing to the tunes of the so-called system. Question is, tutambia nini watoto wetu? William is saying, with all undeserved blessings, just because they're in a position, does that make them unquestionable? Does that make them untouchable? Let them go ahead and do the worst. We've seen more than that. They've eaten our meals and vomited on our feet. How does one close people's businesses, bars, hotels, lock counties, lock the country, close schools? People lose their jobs, lose their lives, all in the name of COVID-19, yet open bank accounts wide enough for those in authority and high places to loot. Is there an appropriate name for that? I have only 3 words for them. God is watching. My WhatsApp number, please save it in your phone. We shall be communicating a lot via voice notes. It's 0703 346 105. That's 0703 346 105. Let's go to your voice notes, huh?
Maina, watoto wa maskini watatoboa maisha aje? Or we include poverty among the marginalized, people living in disability, youth na women. Juu maskini umekita mizizi, na mtoto wa maskini hata waipata kazi. Dear Mr. President, tutafanya nini? Tunaumia. Mimi naitwa Joseph Kioko, it is a think tower.
Thanks, Joe.
Good morning, Maina Kageni. This is Joy Gashema. You're telling us to talk to Mr. President this morning. Well, what we can say, talking time is over. It is time to take actions. And the action he might take right now will make every Kenyan forget what he has done in the past, what he has made us go through. And remember this one little thing. Remember, one little thing can change the world. One little thing can change the future. So let him act. For real, this is too much. It's too much. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Joy. Have a good day too.
Morning, Maina and Kingangi. I watched that expose yesterday of the COVID millionaires, and it's really sickening. It's sickening indeed, because there's no way us as Kenyans, we're being told, stay at home, put on a mask, do not do this, do not go to church, do not do this. And yet, the people who we expect they are supposed to be guarding us and protecting us are the ones who are doing all this stash and all this stuff. I mean, it's high time. The president should open up everything. Let's get back to normalcy. I mean, the main reason as to why we're feeling too painful because of this money is because we don't have the money. So let him allow us get back to working, do whatever we want, so that we have money they can steal. Because, I mean, it's not right. It is not just right. And I mean, it's not right.
I like that. Let us go to work, so we can pay you taxes, so you can steal, continue stealing, but we need to work.
Yangu kwa president namuomba tu afungue njia, afungue kila kitu, afungue shule. Hii mambo wanafanya kwa giza, wanatudanganya lockdown, sisi tunakaa kwa nyumba kama wajinga. Kitu tunaomba tu president wetu, tunakupenda. Fungua shule, watoto waende shule, fungua makanisa tuombe. Wacha watu waende kazi, tufanye maendeleo. Tumekaa hii muda yote hakuna kitu tunafanya, tuko tu. Hata kama mimi niko tu kwa kitanda, sijui nianzie wapi. Nyumba ndio inanidai, kila kitu inanidai. Huku watu wanaiba mabilioni ya pesa, tunafikiria nchi inaenda mbele, kumbe sisi ndio tunaumia. So president wetu, tunakuomba tafadhali, kama unatusikia kama sisi wananchi, sina mengi, fungua nchi, fungua economy, fungua kila kitu. Hata kama ni ugonjwa acha tuwe, but tutoke tutafute riziki ya siku. Ni hayo tu, nakuombea Mola akuongoze. Tafadhali fungua shule, watoto waende shule. Good day.
Good day too. Deep message there, eh?
Hello, Kingangi. I will not even address this to the president. I will address this to my fellow Kenyans. My name is Hilda Nabiswa, and I'm a doctor. And I have been on the front line since March. And by frontline, I mean being there with inadequate PPE, taking care of patients whose status I do not even know. But we've been doing this, and I must say that God has been gracious. We do not have any sick staff members so far. But what I can say is, what the situation is like right now is that we don't even have access to tests. 3 weeks have gone by since we did some tests, 3 weeks, and we don't even know what the results are. We sent them to Cambry. So Maina, in short, what we are saying is that we have been doing blind treatment because we don't know who has COVID and who doesn't. 3 weeks down the line, we don't even know some cases that we suspected, whether they had it or not. We even had to just continue with life. So it really appalls me to see that we could have had these tests. We could have had the PPE that we need if the money had been appropriated the right way. But here we are, on the front line, no PPE, no tests coming back. We don't even know what our patients are, whether they're negative or positive, just because some people went and stole money that was meant to be doing what it is clearly not. So I will not address this to the president because he is the one who had the power to make sure that that money was appropriated the right way, and he didn't. People close to him have gone through and have actually taken this money and done things with them, but he has not spoken a word. So I will not address this to him. I will address this to Kenyans. For how long will we tolerate this madness? For how long?
Good question. For how long? For how long? We are raising a generation of children who will look you in the eye as a parent and feel that you robbed them of their future. They will look at you because we're the ones who put these buggers in those positions. I look at those kids today and I say, I don't know what kind of Kenya you're going to inherit, but God help you. I swear, watoto wa Kenya, God help you to make it to even 40 years of age, if you're lucky. To the president, this is an incredible opportunity now. You can change this country forever, right now, today. Not tomorrow, today. You clean this mess up and don't do anything else, we'll be okay. Clean it up and don't do anything else. Forget about manufacturing, forget about Big Four. Just clean this up and we shall remember you, and history will judge you well.